Hello, I'm Bill. Today I'm announcing the release of AllHandsLibrary. This library consists of a collection of hand poses, gestures, and shapes. It's designed to be easy to add to your new or existing projects. The library also includes a enhanced debug scene. If you see my previous video, you'll recognize how I use this scene to create new poses. To demonstrate how to set up and use the AllHandsLibrary, let's start with a fresh Unity project using the 3D core. So here's a brand new project. I went ahead and imported the Oculus latest SDK. Currently it is version 57. After importing this, ensure you have configured the build to Android. Here it is, set to Android. Make sure in the project setup tool all the warnings and issues are fixed on both Android and the computer. Sometimes, like this one, if it's not fixed, the play mode won't work. After you have that set up, just to test, open any sample scenes. Let's open the pose example and then hit play. Let me turn on the game mode so you can see what I'm looking at. So now that I am playing and it's working, let's move on to the next step and start importing the AllHandsLibrary. So to do that, it's very simple. Go to the GitHub link, download the whole thing, or you can download the AllHandsLibrary. Once you do that, unzip and drag and drop the folder into your project. Once it's imported into the assets folder, under the prefab, I have hand gestures that are the same from the Oculus prefabs, but under hand poses, I made a bunch of hand pose and also sequence and 2 hand poses. In addition to these prefab, there's also the enhanced debug scene. Let's try to play this scene and make sure everything works. What's in front of you is all the configuration settings available when you create hand pose. This is for both left hand and right hand. On the right side is a demo on how the joint distance active state works. Basically, take your right index finger, touch different joint or finger on your left hand. As I move my index finger to a different part of my left hand, you can see different things turn green, and feel free to open up the scene and play around with it. So with this scene working, it's just a quick confirmation that the new SDK didn't break any of my prefab or scene. Let's start a new scene. Call it library test. As usual, delete the main camera. And here's a new feature in version 57. If you go to Oculus Tools, there's building blocks. Building blocks are very easy way to get you started. Once you click on that, a new window shows up and you just click add and the camera rig will be added to your scene. And I also want hand tracking, and let's add a grabbable object, and that's it. So with just a few clicks, I have something that I can test right away. Let's move the block a little bit forward. Yep, so that I can see it. All right, let's test. Here we go. Playing. There's the cube, and I can grab it. So that was building blocks. Very easy. To make sure the hand tracking is also working, we check on a few things. So here, if you look at the hand feature, it doesn't have all the components we need for doing hand tracking, because you need your hand transform and also finger state. Those are not here. So for hand pose, this is probably not the best starting point. A better starting point would be if you go to the sample scenes in the Oculus SDK, open up the pose example. I'll save that. In the pose example scene, the hand feature actually have a lot more stuff in it. I'll show you. So there's the transform feature and finger state, and within finger state, there's like 5 elements. I would use this as my starting point instead of what's in the building block. And to grab this, all I need to do is drag and drop the OVR interaction into the prefab here and make it a variant. Let's go back to our test scene. Don't save. This is our test scene. Let's grab the variant into here. Delete the old interaction, adding the new one. So with the variant drag into the scene, let's write a simple script to change the block color when I do the poses. Let's call this change color. It's only going to change the material of the block. It's a public void change color red. Perfect. Change to blue. Perfect. Let's do 2 more. Green and yellow. Copilot. Awesome. All right. Next, I'm going to assign that to the block and assign the material into the material. There we go. So next I'm gonna create a pose manager, and now I can finally go into the library and find the poses that is made for drag and drop. So here we go. Let's do a circle, cross, square, and a triangle. So 4 poses, 4 colors. It's not a simple drag and drop and forget. You still have to connect a few things. So if you go down here, these are 2 hand poses. So left hand, connect the left hand. And also finger state is under hand features. Transform is also under hand features. Then do the same thing for right hand. Make sure you're dragging the right hand. So that's circle. Just make sure you look through every script. Everything is populated. So I always go left hand and then right hand. So make sure all the fields are populated. So even here, finger feature is missing finger feature. All right, so that's 2. Let's do pose. So again, left hand, right hand, then scroll down, look for the transform, left hand, right hand, feature. I think that's it. So same thing here, finger feature, left hand, right hand. If anybody knows the better way to do this, please let me know. I know from the sample they do like a reference. I guess I can try that next time. Keep going, keep going. All right, I think that's it for all 4 poses. Let's add the function to change color. Let's do blue for circle. For cross, if I do cross pose, let's change color to green. Or square, let's change to red. For triangle, be the last one, yellow. All right, save and let's test. So it's green, circle, triangle, square, cross. There you go. 2 hand pose, changing the color, perfect. It's working. So there you go, the demo on how to use the AllHandsLibrary. Hope you find this useful. If you have created new poses, make sure to create a pull request on GitHub. I'll be sure to add it. And thanks for watching. See ya.